be taking y'all this long to get ready. What's good, family? It's Nese, and I'm back with another video. You did. What's cracking, y'all? It's another day, and I'm definitely blessed, y'all. As you can see by the title, Nese finna go ahead and do a little makeup little tutorial. I ain't doing it, but my boy finna do it for me. He finna go ahead and Glamorous your girl up. He finna do his thing one time for the one time. I was gonna go ahead and go in public with it and dress and do it all, but I think I'm gonna just let him do his tutorial and I'm gonna show y'all how I look pretty. Right? So if y'all wanna see that, y'all go ahead and stay tuned. But before y'all do too much, go ahead, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. You hear me? Yeah, y'all, so I just pulled up to my boy crib and it's gonna go down, so y'all not wanna miss it. He out here right now looking spiffy and shit. Let's go. Look.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good to see you, man.
You too.
You smell good.
Do you want to do an intro? I don't know. Tell me what
I kind of did it, like told him what I'm on today.
Oh, okay.
Now I want to introduce you first.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, little old me. Little old me.
Alright, y'all. So I'm here and I told y'all what it was. So I'm gonna introduce the person who's gonna be giving me like the glamorous makeover that I never once had in my life. So.
Hi. How are you guys? Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, so we're about to get her snatched up. You guys are about to see some serious fun. I asked her what kind of skin type she has, and she said oily. So we're gonna start off with some facial care. And yeah, if you guys want to know all the products, I will send her a message list, and she'll put it in the description box. So make sure you look down there for that, and don't forget to subscribe for any slaves at Haus of Bentley in the future. But yeah, it's really gonna be quite simple. She's already pretty. So let's get started, guys.
Yeah.
Subscribe, people, to Nese's channel because you guys are gonna want to know more. Because this won't be the first time I'll be on her channel. So make sure you have hit your notifications bell on her channel so that you can be alerted when a bitch is back. Thank you.
This finna go crazy.
Descu is who we're using today. They are everything. I use them for all of my clients. And close your eyes and get started.
So I'm probably just gonna talk to you and ask you a couple questions.
Okay, that is totally fine. Interview away.
So he always been a stylish, glamorous, fashion type of person, and it just stands out to me. So I actually ran across him like a couple days ago, and then I ran across him last night. I'm like, this perfect. What better way of having him do it? So how long have you been doing makeup? Your makeup. When's the first time you started doing makeup?
First time I ever did makeup. It was in 2018 actually, right before I turned 18. I always wanted nice brows, and I never wore makeup in high school, but the whole trend of doing your eyebrows and whatnot had really started to become a thing, so I tried it on myself one night, and it worked. I just never really wore like a lot of makeup until I moved to college. So the first time I did it was like, I think 2 or 3 days before my birthday in the bathroom at my dad's house. Yep. And all I did was just like apply a little bit of powder on my eyebrows just to see if I could fill them in and make them look like bold and beautiful, and it just was like completely eye-opening for me. Of course, it was like, oh my god, my face looks different. Who am I? And I like fell in love with how I looked. And
was it the natural or like a little bit of color to it?
Oh no, super natural. It was literally like brown and black eyeshadow just on top of my brow. And so yeah, just to try to fill in my eyebrows. I had never filled in my eyebrows before, and so it was completely foreign to me that you could create brows with powder and a brush. I understood that makeup existed, obviously, older, but to imagine that it would transform me of all people, the guy that my dad never would ever want wearing makeup, I was like completely flabbergasted.
What do you think of it?
He had no idea because I washed that shit off before I went out. He had no clue, but.
So now that you're a little older, how does he have?
He is fine now. It took him a while.
Of course.
But he's fine. I don't know, I really wouldn't ask for a different dad. He drives me nuts just about as much as anyone else's dad drives them nuts, I would imagine. An average father, anyway.
Perfect. A little understanding.
He is understanding. It just took him some time. But at least I didn't get disowned or something. I feel so bad for so many of the people in our community that have been disowned and kicked out of their homes, and parents say horrible things like, "You're not my son. You couldn't, no daughter of mine," or whatever. I'm like, well, he probably said it, he just didn't say it to me.
It runs deep though.
It does.
Definitely do.
I also think that having children that go through the things that we do always teach a parent something. I think my dad definitely learned something from having me as a son that my other brothers certainly could never have taught him. And whether he wants to ever admit it or not, I certainly made him a better man. So, even though I still slay all day.
Pet. It's a different look.
For sure. So there is that I can say about my dad, is that he's not like the type of guy that just completely disowns his kids if they come out. I don't know, thank God I don't only just like boys, but imagine if, I did, and I was like that one Santana guy with the nails that's voiced that sounds like a scratchy cat. What if I was like him?
Right. And your voice is actually been always you. Actually, you wasn't the type that I like. It's a lot of different type of gay boys, but you always kept the same voice. If you see how he walk, stop playing with him. Stop. Tyra Banks, hello.
It is a bit of
hello.
It used to really be an issue in school.
In school, yeah, but it's so natural, and I had to tell like people who who's not on the LGBTQ side that sometimes it comes natural, and you can't really you can't knock it. Basically, it came natural to him, and everybody can't just rock that shit.
It is complicated and expensive to be me, I will say.
You hear that though.
It is very natural, and thank you for appreciating that.
Of course.
A lot of people didn't when I was younger, so it's interesting now. I go to work or just be walking around and people will tell me like, "OMG, you are awesome." Like,
yeah,
well, that's
a
not
lot
the
of
reaction
people.
I got in high school. So it's so funny that now people love me. But boy, all the things people love me for now. God, I had to beat bitches up in school for it. It's like, damn, I feel so bad. I'm like, should I send out apology letters?
But that's
to all
a
those
little
bitches?
childish and mature back then. Some people didn't know the sight of what people know now.
Yeah. I guess it is a lot to take in when you walk like Naomi.
Right, I said Taro. No. Naomi Camel.
Giving.
Yeah. Everybody got their own little gay vibes. Like me, I claim myself as a stud. It's different labels, and you go by different things
To describe.
Describe who you really are. And just own it.
You've become a lot more androgynous as the years have gone on.
Yeah.
You have. Well, I have, but you have too. You definitely have. You're a lot less rugged than you were in your fashion. You used to be really rugged boy in your fashion. Not as much anymore. You're a lot softer.
Yeah. Yeah, I say I got a lot of feelings now. A lot of emotions.
And not even in that department, just your sense of style has evolved to not like a rugged, hardcore thug boy, but like just like that boy.
That's way back
just
then.
that guy, Now you're that guy. A little bit more modern. It's very interesting to watch your style develop. It's funny because mine has developed so interesting, so I like looking through people's pictures, and I always look through yours, and I'm like, oh gosh, you're so different now.
Yeah, time is like it's flying. It's really crazy.
I went to school with this girl. I don't know if you remember her, but I think her name was Annalise. It used to be Annalise, and she was like a Latin girl.
She light skinned?
She was light skinned.
Yeah.
And she's now landing.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy for her.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
And it's crazy because I remember her, and I was like, no way, Annalise is landing now. And I remember when he first started going through all his different transitions and hormones and
the tea and shit.
Yes,
I ain't know nothing about the tea.
That's lit, and he was fucking it up, and now
I ain't know nothing about it.
He just looks amazing. I'm so proud of him. He looks happy, so it's like it's really cool how a lot of us have evolved in a way.
For real.
I just love Louis Vuitton. I find that. I have a shoe fetish, but you know.
Oh yeah. Low way. It's not heavy, it's not cakey. Oh, we ain't get that part yet.
I don't like to do really cakey makeup, to be honest. I've learned that as a makeup artist, my label should be makeup enhancement artist more than it should be makeup artist, because makeup artists, they are willing to do things that I am not. And different looks that I don't think I could accomplish, so they really like to push the bounds of makeup. Yeah, they're very trippy. I'm not exactly the trippiest person. I enhance already existing beauty.
Right, natural.
I mean, it can get a little fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely not the type of person to do like this crazy.
Yeah, it depends on the mood.
Look, yeah. Ooh, yeah. It's just not. I'd only really do it for clients. That's why I don't have palettes that are very, very vibrant. Sucks because then you need some color, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't own royal blue.
Alright. You do a lot of people makeup?
I have started to in the recent years, yes. Turn your face for me a bit. There you go. I've definitely started to recently. I've always loved doing more others than myself, to be honest. I like doing myself only because I know my face so well. But other people's face, you really get to explore, because sometimes you just get a different canvas, and everyone's face is different. So everyone has a different look that would complement them the best. And it's fun to figure that out. That's kind of what I like most about doing things. Get bored with your own.
Yeah, you said it right. Yeah, everybody do like different structure and everything. What's your goal right now?
Buy a car. Move to South Beach, Florida. Start my fashion career.
That's where you want to go?
It is.
That's good. I heard Florida got a lot of big opportunities.
I'm excited.
Besides the weather, but
right, the weather
Florida,
is.
I would have thought a little bit hotter for you. Cali,
Florida
San
is hot.
Diego, you know, somewhere. But I heard Florida, they get it.
Florida is really hot. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I like the tropics. Yeah. My plants are gonna love the tropics. I love the food. I love the culture. And I also love the demographics.
Yeah, that's all I said, yep.
South Beach is like the underdog of fashion right now, and has been since Gianni Versace's death in 1996. Since he's been killed by his boyfriend. Gianni Versace was the creator of Versace.
Basically.
Which is why Donatella Versace has been such a name in our life, because he died the year I was born in 96. But he was killed by his boyfriend on South Beach's strip when he was going to get his mail. So it really kind of like shook the fashion industry a lot, and it made Miami not so much of a place where fashion was. It was like trying to do anything crazy on sacred grounds in Louisiana. And that's what it did for the fashion industry. So now Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week is held there. It's still very fashionable, but it's not as, let's see, imported and exported as, for example, New York and LA. New York and LA are very saturated with fashion, and their trade market out there is extensive.
And popularity. I mean, yeah.
Also, the thing that is very different that makes that complicated is, well, everyone speaks English. Not so much in Miami. So there's so much Spanish speaking down there that there's not like a bunch of jobs on Indeed, because half of them don't know how to use a computer and the other half don't speak English. So you're probably not going to find an ad for a really great job that pays $27 an hour in Miami on Indeed as quick as you will in New York or LA. But then again, the market out there, because of the fact that you can find those jobs so easily, is ridiculous. It's extensive, and everywhere else in the world, or everywhere else in America, it's pretty much like Indiana, unless it's New York, LA, Miami, like I guess that's it, Chicago. You know, it's not that many fashion capitals here, as much as there are like amazing fashion capitals in other parts of the world. So.
And that's crazy. I mean, we got the little small towns, but yeah, that's what I hear too. Vegas actually a good spot too for fashion.
It really is. There's Vegas. See, so there's another one. I'm like, they don't have that many. There's got to be more.
I went out there, and it's actually like very fashionable. They got all the big malls, big stores.
They do. They have the Crystals Galleria, which is one of my favorite malls. That's all of my favorite stores, darling.
Yeah, they decent up. What's something that you consider yourself doing that you didn't think you was gonna do, and you love it now?
That's a good question.
What's something that you're doing now that you didn't think you was gonna do, but you loving it now?
Actually, that's a great question. I would have to say wearing heels. Wearing heels.
You never wore heels?
I never wore heels in high school. I was never that guy. You never saw me wear heels in school. I always wore Vans and jeans and scarves and cardigans, but I was never a guy.
Yeah, you stay with the scarves.
I love a good scarf, but I was not a heels guy. I loved a good sweater.
Wow.
Far more
got the fucking
masculine. But I never wore heels. And when people would go to occasions, like fancy occasions, graduations, I always wore a suit. I never wore like a blouse and a good pair of heels, or a big flowy pair of pants, or a crop top. I didn't even own a crop top. I was insane.
So
I still wore polyester basketball shorts in public on purpose.
Stop it.
I would never do that now. I don't even own a pair.
Still got
I certainly did. And I switched my ass right down the darn hallway with that man's outfit on.
Bitch.
I had no clue that there was even a different side of fashion for me. I couldn't imagine me wearing heels. It just was ludicrous. I could never see myself doing that. And now?
Is it more so that you're open now? Is it more so you open with yourself? What is it?
I think it was once I became older and I did. Yes, it was also me being open, but I think the biggest thing would probably be that I wanted to explore fashion. I went to school for it. And so I saw all of these, I was exposed to fashion that I think a lot of people wouldn't have been exposed to had they not gone to school. I had to study the history of fashion, the garments that men wore, why they wore them, why women wear the garments they wore. And I found that there was a whole lot of discrepancies in fashion where men actually dress a lot different now than they did back in the day. And they dressed a lot closer to the way that I dress now. So it's very interesting to know all of these things, like heels were invented for men, not for women. And then you have this world telling you that you can't wear heels because you're a man. And it's like, are you sure about that? Are you sure that men can't wear heels?
I didn't know that.
And that's the thing, is a lot of people don't really know that, but I was exposed when I went to school for it, and it taught me a lot about the things I should be allowed to do. And of course that, and my rebellious love of destroying society and realizing that the Lord pretty much put me here to slay all day and make everyone else uncomfortable in the process. I realized that maybe I should be wearing the things that I love.
It makes you happy.
I was like, wow, maybe I should try on a good pair of heels. And I did, and I never went back.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
And I think you had some on today, right?
I did.
How tall?
They are 4.5 inches. They are my house shoes.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Yeah.
So in a very, very tall pair of heels, I am about 6'2".
He hugged me. I damn near laid on his chest.
Yeah. Pretty much. Accurate.
Like, what's your label?
My fashion label is called Bentley Lorraine. Lorraine is Haitian for queen. And I've always designed for the royal in my head. I love to design modern things with an enchanted twist.
And you went to school?
Yes. School for fashion, bachelor's in fashion and science of design. And that was about 2018. I graduated in 21, I believe. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Or was it 2014? No, I graduated in 2018. And I came to school in 2014.
You graduated this year? You graduated this year?
No, in 2018.
18.
And I left high school in 2014 and immediately started school. It's very interesting, too, because so many people in high school took breaks, and I basically never stopped going to school.
Yep, that's perfect. That's exactly what I did. And now I was just telling him I'm ready to go back. Maybe just to get it over with.
I think school is awesome. I really do.
It can slow you down, though, if you ain't got shit, back up. I got a lot of friends who in it, but I don't like depending on no one. And when you go to school, I feel like
it's important that you do.
You need backup.
Oh, you definitely do. That was probably why I almost didn't finish school. It was honestly hard to pay for school because you had to live your life. But if your homework is supposed to be your life, then how do you have time to go to work? So when you have a job that you're not being paid for, school, that requires homework, and then you have to have a job to require for you to go to the school, it's like, well, when do you have time when you have school Monday through Friday instead of work Monday through Friday? You're not being paid for that, but you have to go.
Yes,
and when you're not there, you have to do homework for it. My homework took hours. I had to sew entire collections together. It was horrible. Papers and general education classes.
Yeah, when I met him we linked up a couple years ago, he was he had a book with your graphic designs on it. Dresses, bras, blouse. It was the creative dresses. It was all your dresses. It was sketched pretty well too. What's one thing you would change about you?
I have a bigger butt.
A bigger butt? How big?
Not that big. Naturally, just larger from workouts. So I'm gonna start doing workouts. I started doing workouts. Excuse me. And you can get a nicer butt, grow my glutes or whatever.
A little bun back there.
Yeah, a little bun.
A little sitting on the chair.
Exactly. You just want to hear it say, sit down. Just a little bit.
Pull my shot glass.
Just a tad bit.
A little bit.
So yeah, we're gonna do that, and yeah, it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna be queen of thick. Naturally.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm pretty much done. As long as my waist stays at a nice 24 inches, we'll be fine.
Definitely.
Need to stay snatched in that department and just have a nice butt, and I will be good to go.
Yeah, 10 years from now, if you got bigger, I'm gonna be like, what happened?
You should wonder what happened. We're gonna take care of that, and we're gonna fix it and make sure that doesn't happen.
Because
I don't want you to see.
You let your dream go down,
right?
Because he's into fashion. I can't imagine you a little bit bigger than you is. Now me, I probably get a little swollen, but hey, that's that.
I could definitely see you getting swollen.
No, I don't like being skinny. But you got fast metabolism.
Yeah, I do right now. I pray that it stays that way too. If it doesn't, then I'm kind of screwed.
They say after 30.
They say you're up till 30.
It's on our own. We on our own at 30. They say the weight be steady. Basically, y'all to work a little bit harder. Mm-hmm.
It's definitely what I've heard too. So it looks like we're definitely gonna have to get started.
Up.
And we're 25, so I'm glad we're starting now with the whole snatch game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of started in 2014, but it's all right, honey. I think you started. Actually, we both started when we were born. So, there's that. So I guess we're okay. It's the rest of the world that's got to catch up.
Definitely. What's your ideal date?
My ideal date?
Yep.
In a perfect world or like right now?
In your perfect world.
Shopping.
What would make you like, damn, okay? It could be like a little fantasy.
I don't know. I've never actually thought about this question because people never like me that much. I'm actually just recently getting into like love at all. Mm-mm. I had love once in my life and he passed away, and ever since then I've been off the love train.
Sorry about that.
Thank you.
It can be that way too.
Yeah, I don't know. Love has always been something I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna have babies instead of Birkins. Pretty much decided.
Which bees you want?
And I think Birkins is far better than babies for me. Besides, global warming's at an all-time high soon, and I would hate to raise little G. Klaus to be 7 years old and he falls through the cracks of the plate tectonics that just are San Francisco on vacation. Mm-hmm. My goodness, it would be catastrophic. And here I am, like I could have bought another Birkin with all the money I spent on you with private school.
Oh my, I didn't think about that.
So, I think I'm just gonna build a fabulous mansion in Miami, maybe one here in Indianapolis, a property in San Jose, and just work for the rest of my life without all these babies. I think they really just get in the way of a good sleigh.
So you're not into relationships, you into a friendship?
At this point in my life, I am looking for companionship. I do plan to move to South Beach. I'd hate to fall in love.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, they're willing to move, but then that means they don't have ambitions, and that means I'm falling in love with someone who doesn't have ambitions. And what the hell would I going to do with that? That's not loyal to Chanel.
Right, you want somebody to match your drive.
I do. I do walk like Naomi Campbell, and so someone that's going to be on my arm needs to not just look like an accessory. They should better me.
Look like the fucking Prince of England, huh?
I don't have to, literally be perfect, but I shouldn't have to explain to my friends why I'm with you. Just by looking at you. Should be pretty obvious.
You are what I am.
It should be pretty obvious, But I also need someone that can tame me, and that is probably what's hardest to find. Someone that can tame you is
what would you say the problem is?
I'm just eccentric, and I know I have a very interesting life. I'm going to live on my own, so whoever's with me is gonna probably have to be okay with that. I couldn't be with a Joe or a Jim Bob, if that makes any sense.
That jealous though.
I don't think there would even be a lot of jealousy. They just wouldn't understand the places my life takes me, and that's unfortunate for them.
What you want? Kind of somebody who wants the same thing you want.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be fashion. They just have to have their own ambitions.
They down.
Yeah, they should have. I probably couldn't be with anyone because I imagine the person that I'm supposed to be with is busy getting their life together right now. Which generally, if they're doing it the way that I plan on doing mine, requires a lot of travel over time. So how would you have time to really be with anyone when I'm moving to South Beach and probably sourcing fabrics in New York City? I'm confused. And don't you think you should be exploring who you actually are at this time of your life versus locking yourself down while you look the absolute best? The person that's going to be with you should be able to be with you at your worst. So you probably should know them for an awful long time. Awful long times usually mean at least 10 years plus. And considering that we've only been adults for the late 20s, that means we still have quite a few years to go before we establish a companionship. It just takes entirely too much time for people to be locked down. It's such a frivolous time in your life.
It takes a lot of energy too.
It does. And they wonder why they have wrinkles all before 30.
And stressed out. I can actually say this is the most single I've ever been. I've always been in relationships.
You have. It's always been something I pride you for, but I never understood it. I think for me, it was just too much. I mean, after Garrett's death, I tried, but I didn't even realize I was really in love with him, to be honest.
Did he go to our school?
He did not. He lived in Chicago. I always lived in Chicago. So I didn't live in the district after 6th grade until senior year. Look up. There you go. Now you will have to look up with your actual eyes open this time.
You ready?
Yes. Just look all the way. And then I'll tell you when and you'll be able to close them. But this technique is really good for getting right up under that under.
Right. I'm like, damn, I'll be in that.
But you have to because you want to make sure it looks seamless, you know.
Mm-hmm. And then the eyes.
People always base their artistry off of what they can do solo-wise, and I don't think that's always the best thing. Like, not everyone's perfect alone. Very hard to cheat on me because I'm bi. So I don't understand it at all. Not to mention, I have no problems with people going out and stepping out as long as the other person's okay with it. How you know I'm not trying to do the same damn thing? I just wish you would have told me.
Just, okay, communication.
You know? Sometimes. And that's the other thing, especially at this point in my life. I am so young and I am so gorgeous. Do you think I'm about to just let myself be tied down to one genital? That's insane. Have you any idea how much exploring there is for me to do?
Damn.
My waist is only going to be 24 inches for so long. And I'm not going to be settling in some serious long-term relationship without knowing exactly what I'm getting myself into with my body, my soul, my heart, and my mind. And how on earth am I supposed to reach Maslow's hierarchy of needs when I've been stuck with the same person since 22?
No.
It takes an awfully long time to figure out exactly who you are and what you like in the bedroom, what you like in your brain, which means you need to like do multiple people, metaphorically. And so if I was to actually, like I said earlier, I wouldn't want to be with someone at this stage of my life, but if I did break that bind, that's why that would be the thing. That it's so confusing to me. It's like, why would you even cheat on me when you could have just told me? I understand that we're gonna have people we want to sleep with before we die.
Oh, some sneaky shit.
Like, but you just could have told me so it didn't have to be sneaky. It actually been pretty high. How do you know I didn't want to record it?
Pit.
How do you know
I just want to sit down and watch.
What if I watch? What if I don't? What if I just go to work? I don't know. I just know there should not be the lies. It's the lies for me.
Yeah, it's a sneaky for me.
Yeah, and I just don't have time for it. Because if you'll lie about something that frivolous, you'll lie about a bank account. Now you getting in the way of my Chanel.
Now you playing too much.
Who has time for all of that? All the more reason I should be single exploring. So, that's why that's my big thing. Now, if they're ugly, I'm going to have a question, but I'll still let you do it.
Yeah, nah. Personality cute.
Right. I'm like, well, what exactly do you see, darling? Because I see polyester for a person.
An open relationship is so like wild. If you and that person has a good understanding, you have to understand really another person's perspective in order to get anything.
Yeah.
If you just run about your opinion.
Now, I don't know if I would want an open relationship, but if my spouse...
Not more so open, but communication in the relationship.
If my spouse had someone that, like, they just really, really liked at work or something, and they were like, they like me and they know I'm married, and I've been, of course, pushing them off, like, I'm not gonna cheat on my wife, get the fuck out of here. But you talk to your wife or something, and she's like, oh, well, she cute. And she goes to work to bring you lunch one day, the bitch cute. Fuck her. I don't care.
Fuck her.
I don't care.
Oh, man.
You know, like, you told me you thought she was a beautiful woman. I mean, you admire her beauty. But if you have a genuine connection with somebody, you know what I'm
saying? No, because that's feelings now. What we finna do, being in a 3-way relationship? If you just trying to fuck, we can just fuck. But if you trying to be in a relationship with that person, then it's gonna be a threesome with them. Yeah, we supposed to be poly then. But if you just trying to
which
fuck,
is so a whole entire separate.
That's a whole different ball game.
I am talking to someone who's polyamorous, and it is very interesting.
It is. I fuck with it, but I'm not with it if we all not on the same page.
Yeah.
And it's normally the two feminine ones who's not on the same page. Mm-hmm. It's sad, but it's sadly, or the manly one give more attention to, to one, not the other. But if everybody like each other equally and, jealousy is not there, it really could work out. I wanted one once upon a time, but now that I see how it is, love and jealousy is really crazy. Envy. Everybody want to envy each other.
I would prefer a Birkin so much more.
Yeah, now that I'm single, I don't be trying to be too alone, but I like my alone time. I like chilling.
And I've always been alone for the most part. I don't know, so I'm just kind of like, at this point, whatever.
I be needing somebody to touch me when I'm sleeping. Touch my feet. You ain't got to do nothing.
I've definitely bought a really big snake pillow. And he's become my best friend.
Yeah, I think that's all I need.
Thanks, IKEA.
He's a big ass snake pillow.
But he's my friend. I really want to go back to Kings Island and win one of those giant teddy bears and put that in my bed too.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be my best friend. But I do have someone that I cuddle with. So I'm blessed right now. I'm 50.
You like tall people? Taller than you?
He's like, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. You dated somebody short or you talked to somebody short?
Women, yes. Men, no. Never been with a shorter male.
So
I don't know if I would mind though. I don't think it would bother me. As long
as
she's strong
and
sexy.
When you fucking with dudes?
What am I? What?
Like top, bottom?
Both. I prefer to be a top though, because who the hell wants to put something in that exit only hole? But
Wait.
I just don't understand why. I just don't get it. I don't.
So you're not for
it's
that?
Hard. I know it's not my.
You more for oral then?
Yes and no. Like I'm okay with penetration. I just have to be like super ludicrously eased into it, I guess, because for me it's just a lot. Sex is a very long, tedious process. So I don't like to do it with everyone. I'm very, very private. Mm-hmm. And I do a lot. I'm tired, okay? I'm always tired when I have good sex. And I don't like having sex unless when I have good sex. So I might as well just do something I'm super good at.
It actually takes a lot of energy.
It takes
I'm not doing that shit if I gotta go to work.
Bingo.
No, just play.
Bingo. It's not always
it's
something
a lot
you
of
want to
energy
do
because I said that's a sport.
It's a sport.
And
if you're doing it the right way for the right reasons, honey, you're gonna sweat. Yeah. Okay.
Breathe hard. Need water. Mouth dry.
You're gonna need water. The cigarette I'm gonna need afterwards. Honey. It's just a tiring thing. So I love oral sex, of course, but I also love penetration just as much as the next male. I'm all about it. Obviously, I want to stick my pumpernickel and everything, just like every other gentleman. But yeah, I can do either or. I can do either or. I've done both. I enjoy being in the position of power more.
Dominant.
But I only enjoy it more because it's easier. Once I've figured out how to be submissive, I will probably enjoy that more.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know how to be submissive.
Yeah.
I do. My back door just doesn't. So once...
It's got to take the right one.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel comfortable.
Exactly. And I haven't found that person in my life yet. And the toy that I bought off of Amazon, I can't figure out how to work it. So... I have no idea what happened with that stupid toy. Everything's in Japanese, including the
I'm
instructions.
dead.
And
Surprised your ass ain't learned how to read it.
And now I just have a giant bottle of lubrication that I never use, and it just sits on the side of my bed.
Not on the side of the bed.
It's collecting dust. I keep it close in case some frivolous Cinderella story happens for my manhole, but
you never know.
You never know.
What size shoe you wear?
I am a 10, both in men's and women's shoes. In Louboutin, it depends.
What size? 8?
In Louboutin?
Yeah.
I am an 11 in Christian.
Bigger.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm also a 12. Like for the shoes that I am searching for dreadfully, they are rare. They are called the Hot Chick 130s. I would love to have those shoes in a 42. Would be perfect. I can't find those shoes, of course. They stopped making them in 2014.
So what do you collect? Like, you like collecting pants, bags, shoes?
Shoes and bags. Honestly, all fashion. Vintage garments of all kinds are my favorite things to collect. Jewelry, I haven't really gotten into jewelry because my money is not up enough to get into jewelry. Jewelry is very expensive.
Yeah,
so.
That's me. I don't wear that fake shit.
Exactly. So it's hard to find like good vintage jewelry that like you can sell one day. But I've always loved that fashion is basically designer real estate in a way, because you can get something for a specific price, a very expensive price, and everyone's like, oh my god, it was $65,000, and then you sell it one day and it's like $265,000 because it's developed so much value. So yeah, like I believe that buying my kids a Birkin is like buying my kids a house. It's full-heartedly true. For example, if Culture has a small or any one of Cardi's Birkins, and she sells any of Cardi's Birkins, when Cardi is old, Beyonce has died, it's 2058, phones are in kids' hands, we're now the old people that are running policies and politics and all of those things.
So you think
when
the
those
price
times
is
happen,
really going to be the
shoes,
same price?
If the world
like
is
more?
actually still around, yes. Those purses are going to be worth quite a lot of money.
Mm.
And the reason why is because the art of making that bag out of those materials is dying. You know, people aren't paying for necessarily the name as much as they are in a Birkin.
Yes,
This is specifically the people who make it, the skill they have to have in order to be able to make it, the qualifications they have to for me. And honestly, those heels are really hard to wear. I love fashion that's a challenge.
And he said the heels he had on was his hot shoes.
Yeah.
Them play around, huh?
Yeah, those are my walk.
them church boys like
Straight
this to
up.
him. Them all like this to him.
Straight up, them are like
stilettos.
we're planting.
Bumps, in.
I gotta do planting. Oh, great. I gotta do moving. Oh, okay. Let me throw on just a little bit under here.
Oh, under.
What the thing? Oh.
My dumb is like this.
You did. It was cute too. You definitely look like a deer in headlights there. It was pretty cool. It's definitely deer in headlights. It was giving. It's like, nah.
Yeah, let me know.
This nigga just gave me macaw.
Imagine my was putting lip gloss on me. Oh, I know what to do.
It's so funny. Your skin takes makeup very well, though. That's for sure. Your skincare, I did that before I did any application of makeup. Very important. I do that for all my clients for sure.
Try not to cry.
Oh, if you do, it's okay. It happens to me.
It looks so natural.
Well, I would hope so.
Wow.
It's supposed to look like you.
Am I popping, y'all? We almost an hour in. Am I popping though? I'll wear this bitch all day.
It's the goal, niece.
It's the
It
goal.
shouldn't have to feel like you gotta wash it off. It should look like an enhanced version of your natural self.
Look, I'm crying.
Oh yeah, that's okay. It happens all the time.
It's not gonna mess up the makeup?
No. You know what? Because you just get one of these sponges and soak it up.
That's what I'm gonna be like.
Yeah. That's what happens. But yeah, just soak it up with a sponge. It's alright. Okay. And then just a little bit of
I'm happy I can do this.
I am too. I think this was a great
Definitely
idea.
wouldn't mind. I'm supposed to be doing another video, like going in public. Just, you know, I'm gonna dress as a film. I'm gonna have my best friend do my nails. And shit, if you free again,
I'll style you right on that.
I'll do the whole 24 hours of the day.
I got some shit in my closet that will fit you.
Oh, okay, then you dress me up then.
You're like my size. So.
For real. Right.
Straight up.
Perfect.
Yeah, I have a whole full closet.
I struck the runway one time for the one time.
When you guys don't
I do got a thug ass walk, but...
You do. You guys don't know, but there's a lot of options in here behind you guys, okay?
Show me them, the shoes, the lubes.
My showcase. Up here. I think.
Look at these motherfuckers. Look how big it is. In the movies, they be like... Oh, man.
They are ferocious.
And how long you had these? Wow.
About a year.
You be making them older motherfuckers mad. That's what you saying? Who the fuck you think he is? Talking about, what's these called?
The Louis Vuitton on the go boot.
These not the Louis Vuitton on the go boot.
Those aren't. Those are like Steve Madden, I think.
These motherfuckers, I want some of these too. But y'all know what shoes, the name, y'all know what name I'm talking about. I can't think of it right now. Oh yeah, y'all. You giving me no mix.
Makeup, you want to make sure your original eyelashes are at least coated. This also helps them blend better into your eyelash thing. Just kneel down up until I get started and figure out what I'm going to do. So right now,
check me out though.
they a little dirty, but they still cold.
Check me out though. Check me out. I might gotta get these bitches. But look at me though. Look at.
Y'all better get them together.
Who did that?
We did that. We definitely did that.
1 through 10. Let me know in the comments right now.
Just a little Snatch Game preview for you guys. So yeah.
That boy hooked me up. I said I will have to do another video in this. I can't just go. I just can't just go like that.
You do look stunning.
He took his time. It's about an hour and some change.
A nice, good.
How you feel about your work?
I think you look stunning. It's like you, but better.
I think I look like different.
Enhancement there, you know.
And if I had my locks, it would have been crazy.
You do look beautiful. I like the lashes on you.
My locks bring my face out.
Your lips look good. Your skin doesn't look dry.
He put some shit on my lips.
You know. Yeah, you look saucy. It's the best.
I might take a couple face shots too and let y'all know how it is at the end. So
yeah, we're gonna put a gloss on her real quick, y'all.
Show them this.
Oh, you guys, go get this from GNC. It's the best. It is literally vitamin E in a jar, and it's like so good. You just get a little bit out, and it's like so healthy for you. It's like the perfect topper of a gloss. And there you go. How do you feel, Nese?
I feel like it's not cakey. I feel cute. Like I feel like I sat here and it's taking y'all this long to get ready.
Sometimes you learn to do it a bit quicker.
This is what y'all be doing.
Yes, it is. It gets easier though. It does. It gets a bit easier. It just takes a bit of time. So, welcome to the Haus of Bentley. My darling niece, welcome.
Hey, I'm gonna have to come back. I told him when I do the whole 24 hours as a film, we gotta do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
And
we'll see how long the makeup
he's gonna
stays.
dress me up.
I will.
I'm gonna try to do 24 hours dressed as a film. So get this video to about 20 likes. I could say 50.
We could. Why not?
50 likes. Get this video 50 likes and y'all see me as a film.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. And I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. It was fun. I love turning you into a super goddess for the
Definitely turn me into a bad bitch. From an average to a bad bitch.
Right,
hey.
just a little bit. You know, we didn't even go full Instagram slay, okay? Like, We could have went ham, but you know.
And this natural though. I thought he's gonna do some colors. He got the little glitter going.
Yeah.
The eyebrows. What's my name?
Nese, honey.
It's the ass for me though.
It is.
It's the ass for me.
It's the perfect lash for me.
It's the lash.
It's the perfect lash.
Y'all be
for me.
wearing these all day.
What's funny, y'all,
looking good
y'all should see her lashes in comparison to the ones that I wear.
Y'all already know they long.
They're so long, you guys.
Did they even out?
They don't even out. I just feel so bad because, like, you guys, these lashes are so long. And they're, like...
Look at the one he was.
They're so long.
And look at the ones I got on.
And, like, look how short hers are in comparison. They're, like, super pretty. But
He said these short. Weird. I think they're long.
They are long. But these are ridiculous.
Yeah, those gonna make you fly away.
It's definitely a Red Bull kind of lash. Gives you wings. Okay.
Definitely not no Red Bull. Not no Red Bull. Though.
But I did not want to do that for you. I wanted something that was like gonna fit who you were as a person.
I'm happy you didn't do too much. You did perfect.
Thanks.
Like you did perfect.
I was like, this would be Nese if she's like, I'm gonna wear makeup forever.
It
had to be tattooed on her face, and she had to like live with it
If
forever.
I was to have to wear makeup, I would want him to be my makeup artist because he did excellent. And then this give y'all a chance to see his work. Some of it. This some of it though. This is a natural look. Y'all know I don't gotta do too much. But.
Yeah. A bitch does slay all day. Like Beyonce at Coachella. He really does.
Whoa, y'all heard his favorite.
I do love
his favorite brand.
Favorite brand? Ooh, who did I say it was?
Them red
Louis
bottoms.
Vuitton.
Them red bottoms
Louis
he got. His
that is my favorite
closet.
I do love
his amazing sense of fashion.
Oh, Ralph and Russo might be my favorite fashion brand. Ralph and Russo and Elie Saab.
Yeah.
Elie Saab is in Ralph
and
Russo.
I don't know them. By Ralph Lauren?
Ralph and Russo is like they're two people and they make clothes and they're couture. I think they're in Elie Saab's in Geneva, Peru. Ralph and Russo.
He know a lot of that stuff. He's
else.
in that graphic design, so fashion design.
Actually, I actually do a little graphic design as well.
I mean, it goes with it.
It does.
When you the sketching.
It does. You have to.
The sketching is the graphic.
You gotta learn a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
You do look stunning. Good.
I know. I look good, y'all. So I'm gonna take some pictures for y'all. I'm gonna try to do another video. I am gonna do another video and I'm gonna upload. I'll probably just go live and talk to y'all or something. I don't know, but it's gonna be something. So if y'all like this, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. And I'm gonna link his stuff in the description down below, y'all.
Ooh, you guys, we're about to do something really fun before you leave.
Let's go.
So shout out to Beauty Bakery. I own this lipstick by Beauty Bakery. It is a matte lip whip. And I will teach you guys a small trick. I like to do slightly sexy dots on my eye. Just a little dot goes a long way. And it just pops your face out in the ever so slightest, sexiest way.
And you said this show stuff?
Yes, this is by Beauty Bakery. This is not by me. This is by one of my very good friends, Janae. Her cousin designed this company. And they are a vegan and cruelty-free company. But I just love to use this for any type of like just graphic work I have to do. You grab a little liner brush and there you go. But yeah, it's a great for eyeliner if you use like an angled brush. And it's great for lipstick if you want to wear black lipstick. So yeah, but for you I just want a slight little
dots. Yeah, I like that. And I like this look. I feel like I got a little blush going on the cheek.
You do. It's brown eyeshadow. Yes, it's not even blush. It's brown eyeshadow.
It's something because I know my mama used to wear some on her cheek, and I feel like my cheekbone, my cheek structure is like popping.
It is.
With that, that's when you was doing like this, that bread. Wow, check me out.
Flossed to the gods. Cheekbones have been put up on Mount Olympus.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Hey, y'all let me have this moment real quick.
I'm
like I said, let me have it.
Blood out.
You hear me?
Flat out.
It's me. It's before.
And after.
And after.
Ooh, actually, yes. The before is going to be right here.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da. And after. Yes.
Definitely.
You definitely did.
Y'all already know. Go ahead, subscribe, and like, and comment. And we'll be back with another banger.
Bye.